Hi everybody, welcome to biology class. In today's class we are going to discuss about pancreas. We are going to discuss about pancreas. Okay, so pancreas is a pale grey gland. Pancreas is a pale grey gland. It is pale grey gland. Weighing about it. Okay, weighing about 60 grams. Okay, 60 grams. Weighing about 60 grams. And if we see its size, it is about 12 to 15 centimeter long. 12 to 15 centimeter long. And okay, and if we see its location, it's very simple. Okay, it is present between stomach and stomach and small intestine. Stomach and small intestine. So present between stomach and small intestine. Okay, so it is present between stomach and small intestine. Small intestine in the sense the first part of small intestine. Okay, first part of small intestine. So if we are to be more precise, then okay, the head is fitted into the duodenum. The head fixed into the duodenum, and the tail part of the pancreas lies in front of left kidney. Okay, so it is having what? Pancreas, they have duct known as pancreatic duct. They have pancreatic duct. Okay, and this is the bile duct. Okay, and I have told you in the previous video, okay, when we were discussing about the pancreas, that pancreas also is having one duct which is not linked with any of these duct. It pours its secretion directly into the duodenum. That duct is duct of Santorini. Okay, duct of Santorini. Okay, this is the duct of Santorini. Okay, now the pancreatic duct lies along the pancreas. It lies along the pancreas and opens into the duodenum. And the swollen part, we have seen that is ampulla of Bader or pancreatic, hepatopancreatic ampulla. Okay, hepatopancreatic ampulla, the swollen structure. Hepatopancreatic ampulla. Okay, so the secretion of pancreas and the secretions of pancreas and gallbladder is finally they are poured into the duodenum by the ending portion is known as hepatopancreatic ampulla. This is slightly swollen in structure. Okay, slightly swollen in structure. Now, if we see its a section of pancreas, what are the internal structure? Okay, we are going to understand properly. So now I am going to explain you the internal structure. Okay, now if we see a small part of cells, small part of pancreas, we will see many regions. We will see so many regions and so many cells in it. For example, pancreas is known as a heterocrine gland. Pancreas is known as a heterocrine gland because it is having exocrine gland and endocrine gland. That's why it is heterocrine gland. Pancreas, they are heterocrine gland. Heterocrine gland. Okay, they have what? Endocrine gland and exocrine gland. They have endocrine gland and exocrine gland. That's why they are known as heterocrine gland. Okay, pancreas is also known as heterocrine gland. If we see the internal structure, okay, okay, this is how the pancreas internal structure looks like. Okay, so pancreas, as they are exocrine, they have ducts. Okay, as they are exocrine, they have ducts, and as they are endocrine, they do not possess any ducts. So pancreas, they have a cluster of cells. Okay, yes. Now we are talking about exocrine part. Okay, exocrine part. So pancreas, they have a cluster of cells known as echinal cells. Okay, echinal cells. And now we are going to talk about endocrine gland. So they have at the center, endo means inside, right? At the center they have peripheral cells. Okay, now we are talking about endocrine gland. They have peripheral cells and few blood vessels. Okay, few blood vessels. Now, at the inner side, they too have what? Beta cells. At the inner side, they have beta cells. Okay, inner side, beta cells. Otherwise, they are also known as B cells. And they produce what? Insulin. Okay, and the peripheral cells, which I have drawn outside, okay, they are known as alpha cells. Okay, they are known as alpha cells or A cells. Okay, alpha cells or A cells. So they produce what? Glucagon. Okay. So now at the periphery we have alpha cells, at the inner side we have beta cells, and alpha cells they produce glucagon. Okay, glucagon, and beta cells they produce insulin. Now the third type of cell that are present in endocrine gland. This is about endocrine part we are discussing. So the third type of cells, okay, they are present between alpha cells. They are delta cells. Between alpha cells, they are known as delta cells. So they are delta cells. Okay, they are delta cells. Okay, these delta cells they produce somatostatin. they produce somatostatin. Now we have seen that, okay, in blood glucose level increases. Okay, in blood glucose level increases. Okay, in blood glucose level increases. So this is the hormone which regulates the glucose level. So insulin converts the glucose into glycogen. The glucose into glycogen, and glucagon is opposite to the reaction. So glucagon, they break down the glycogen and produce glucose. Okay, glucagon, they break down the glycogen and produce glucose. So these two hormones are quite opposite. Okay, they act as quite opposite in this reaction. That means antagonistic. They play an antagonistic reaction in this same reaction. In the same reaction, they, okay, act as opposite. Insulin converts glucose into glycogen, and glucagon, they break down the glycogen and produce glucose. So this is how it is regulated. And the third type of hormone known as somatostatin hormone, they are known as inhibitory. They are going to control the secretions of glucagon and insulin. So somatostatids, they are inhibitory. Okay, they are inhibitory. So this somatostatin is going to regulate or control the secretion of insulin and glucagon. Okay, and the next type of cell, the fourth type of cells that are found in endocrine part of the pancreas is, okay, P cells or FF cells. They are found everywhere. They are found everywhere in the endocrine part. Okay, P cells or FF cells. P or FF cells. They are found everywhere in the endocrine part of pancreas. Okay, endocrine part of pancreas. Okay, now these P cells or FF cells, they are also known as gamma cells. They are also known as gamma cells. Okay, they produce pancreatic polypeptide. Okay, and they inhibit the enzyme secretion and bicarbonate secretion. They inhibit enzyme secretion and bicarbonate secretion. And they stimulate the production of gastric juice. Okay, they stimulate the cells present in the stomach to produce gastric juice. So they stimulate the production of gastric juice. Okay, they stimulate the production of gastric juice. Okay, now we saw that we have two parts. Okay, in pancreas we have two parts, endocrine and exocrine. So exocrine parts, they have echinal cells. Okay, a cluster of cells, and they have ducts. Opening into the pancreatic duct. Okay, so these are exocrine part of the pancreas, and here whatever cells are present at the center, they are known as endocrine part of the pancreas. So these endocrine cells, they do not have any ducts. They pour their secretion directly into the blood. Okay, they pour their secretion directly into the blood. And exocrine part of the pancreas, they produce digestive enzymes. They produce digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes like, okay, amylase and lipase and the protein digesting enzyme. Okay, so pancreas as exocrine gland, it produces some enzymes. Like amylase, pancreatic amylase. In other words, we call it as amylopsin. Okay, so starch is converted into maltose by the action of this enzyme known as amylopsin. Okay, and the next one is trypsin. The enzyme produced by exocrine gland is trypsin. Okay, proteins, proteases, okay, and peptones. Proteases and peptones, they are converted into amino acids. By the action of this enzyme known as trypsin. And the last one is lipase or steepsin. Okay, lipase or steepsin, they convert the emulsified fats into fatty acids and glycerol. So these are the enzymes produced by the exocrine part of the pancreas, exocrine gland of the pancreas. And endocrine glands, they have 4 different types of cells. And they produce hormones like insulin and glucagon. See here, this is alpha cells, one type of cells, beta cells, okay, gamma cells and delta cells. They are the 4 type of cells. They are found in endocrine part of the pancreas. So in next video we are going to discuss the chemical digestion. Okay, so all these points, please take note of this. Thank you.